So, you're thinking of moving to St.Albert, Alberta. Well, I made the move to this community 2 years ago, and today I'm going to share 6 reasons why I love living in St.Albert. Stick around to hear number 5, which is my personal favorite part of living here. So, my family decided to make the move to the Edmonton area 2 years ago, and my gosh, was I overwhelmed with choosing a place to live. I looked at so many Edmonton neighborhoods, but eventually I landed in St.Albert, and honestly, I haven't looked back. After watching this video, maybe you'll find that it might be a good move for you too. All right, let's jump right in. Here are 6 reasons why I love living in St.Albert. Number 1, the neighborhoods. The first thing you'll notice about St.Albert is that there are no bad neighborhoods. I have not seen an area in St.Albert that I wouldn't be happy living in. Each one is unique and you have a nice variety to choose from. We have everything from mature neighborhoods like Grandin and Braeside to new developing ones like Riverside and Sherrill. Not only are the neighborhoods great places to live, the neighbors themselves can be pretty awesome too. You'll often find neighbors shoveling each other's driveways or taking in their garbage bins. And my own kids are always out playing hockey or jumping on trampoline with their neighborhood friends. I've lived in a lot of places and I can confidently say that St.Albert has been the friendliest place I've lived. Number 2, city maintenance. The next wow factor in St.Albert is that there are no potholes. You heard me, the roads are taken care of here. Now, if you've always lived in cities with great roads, this might not be a big deal for you. But if you're coming from a town with a low budget for street maintenance, you'll find great joy in driving the streets of St.Albert. You may have heard that St.Albert has higher property taxes than many other cities. This is true, but if you value a well-maintained city, then the price difference should not be a huge deterrent for you. St.Albert takes pride in maintaining the city, and it shows. The trees are gorgeous, the neighborhoods are clean, and the streets are a pleasure to drive on.
Well, here I am in the St.Albert Trails, which is number 3. If you enjoy being in nature, then you will love the St.Albert Trail system. St.Albert has just under 100 kilometers of trails for residents to use. In any weather, you'll see people in the trails, walking their dogs, on family bike rides, or cross-country skiing in the winter. You'll often see wildlife in here as well. There are lots of bunnies and even an occasional moose. Don't get too close though, of course. We're also lucky enough to have the Sturgeon River flowing through the city. It freezes over in the winter, which is truly gorgeous at sunset. In the summer, you'll often see people kayaking down it. In fact, the very first time I visited St.Albert 10 years ago, I tried stand-up paddleboarding for the first time on the Sturgeon River. If you haven't tried it, I definitely recommend it.
Number 4, local support. Another thing that makes St.Albert stand out is how much the residents love to support local. If you don't believe me, simply check out the St.Albert Farmers Market, which runs every Saturday from June to October. The market attracts thousands of people who browse and shop from the almost 300 vendors. If you still don't believe me, head to the Enjoy Center, a staple in St.Albert. Here you can enjoy lunch in the Glasshouse Kitchen, walk through rows of greenery and plants, and purchase local and handmade goods from the Maker's Keep pop-up shop. Number 5, small town feel. Well, we've arrived at my very favorite part of living in St.Albert. What makes St.Albert special for me is that it has a small town feel while still having all the amenities that you need. Don't get me wrong, at a population of about 70,000 people, St.Albert isn't a small town, but it's not big enough to feel like a big city either. It's easy to get to know your neighbors, you feel like you live in a connected community, and after a month of living here, you probably won't need GPS anymore. And finally, here's number 6, the amenities. Like I just mentioned, St.Albert has lots of amenities, enough that you'll find you won't often have to leave the city. You've got a variety of big name stores like Costco Superstore and Walmart, along with niche shops like Mercado Italian Bakery or Amaranth Whole Foods Market. You've got Sport Check, HomeSense, and Chapters, along with specialty stores like Simone and Ivy Home and St.Albert Source for Sports. And if you need anything that St.Albert doesn't have, you can hit up the Anthony Henday and take the short drive to Edmonton to get literally anything else you need. Now, I know I mentioned the higher property taxes earlier, so if you want more details on how much it actually costs to live here in St.Albert, be sure to check out my next video where I break it down and outline all of the costs of living here, including some that often get forgotten about. If you have any questions at all about living in St.Albert or the Edmonton areas, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm an open book and I love to share with others. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.